And speaking of photos, Chris, take a look at these taken yesterday by our meteorologist Matt Gray. There were a lot of fascinating cloud formations from the storms yesterday, but these clouds are more than just pretty pictures.
Meteorologist Matt Gray with us now. And Matt, you can use these clouds to kind of give you a sense of what's coming your way.
Yeah, you get the cloud charts. It's like the first day of weather school, but I want to give some of that to you all, right? So spending time in nature, it's one of the great benefits of living here, right? But be a little tricky when you got those fast developing storms and spotty cell phone coverage as well when you're out on the trail. So being able to read those clouds, they can be pretty useful. And what I'm about to show you can certainly help you do that. Let's talk about why the cloud shapes in this particular picture form and why it matters to you. The little pouches there that stick out from under the cloud, they're called Mammatus Clouds. They look pretty cool, but they're not just cool to look at. They're a great indicator of instability in our atmosphere. Moist, unstable air rises high into the sky, forms those tall clouds called cumulonimbus or thunderheads. If you see a cloud with a large wispy top spreading out across the sky, it might be time to head inside. At the very least, you're looking at getting a little bit soaked. Those cumulonimbus clouds also produce lightning, gusty winds, and hail, especially as we get later into the year and through the summer months. You can see the tops of these clouds long before the skies will start to darken as those storms approach. So it's a good idea to figure out what they look like from far away. It's this cloud top of a cumulonimbus where those Mammatus clouds most often form. Now, exactly why these happen, not quite fully understood, but here's kind of the as close as we can get basics. As air and moisture continue to rise up through that storm, the cloud tops, they turn very, very cold. Cool air is heavier, tends to sink, and so if the air below that cloud is fairly dry, that sinking moist air eventually warms into invisible water vapor. That warm, dry air also trying to rise up at the same time. So these little sinking air pockets from above, well, they create those little pouches, those Mammatus clouds. Now, these have varying degrees of intensity. Yesterday, they were just showing up a little bit. Take a look at these. These were Mammatus clouds from that nasty hailstorm that hit Rockford, Liberty Lake, East Farms last summer. Definitely a lot more impressive. And one reason why these clouds are often linked with severe weather. So to sum it up, the tops of those clouds, especially when they got some of these tagging along, should be a reason for you to pack up and hike back to the car when you're outside this spring and summer.
That's good to know. Thanks, Matt. You can find weather stories like this one in Matt Gray's weather newsletter. It's called The Brainstorm. You can sign up at KXLY.com. Get in-depth forecasting and discussions of the science behind the weather in your inbox every week.